So I'm here in Texas, and we have this deer, and we've removed the hide and the head. But when I go to Wyoming, eastern part of Wyoming, or in northeastern part of Colorado, and I'm hunting in a chronic waste area, I would approach this just a little different. And what I mean by that is I would leave the head on, because chronic waste basically in cattle is mad cow, and in sheep it's scrappies, and in any of the deer family chronic waste disease. And it's a prion, and it's in the brain matter and in the spinal fluid and in some glands. So I leave that, when I'm hunting in those areas, I leave the head attached. I don't cut through the skull. I leave the head on. When I skin it, I pull the hide down and just drape it right over the head. And then when I take and remove the fat, which there's really no fat on this one, but there are glands on the animal, and they're usually between the muscle and the hide in the fat. So there's a gland right here and right here. There's glands on the front shoulders, there's glands on the neck, but 90% of them are between the hide and the muscle itself, other than the ones that are actually in the head, but I'm leaving the head intact. So I pull the hide off, and then I pull the glands off with the hide, with the fat that are located between the muscle and the hide. And then if there are any other glands that are in the muscles, which are there very few. There's one in the round, but you really don't have to worry about that. But when you get to that, we take that gland out. So I'm never cutting through any bone. So I basically strip all the meat off the skeleton and leave the skeleton hanging. We don't cut through the spine, we don't cut through the skull plate, we don't cut through any of the backbone here, and we're just removing the meat from the outside of the skeleton. That's if you chose to utilize the meat in that area. Of course, you can always make sure that you go get the meat tested. Your butchers or processors will get it tested as well. And you want to check the state that you're hunting in for their laws and regulations as far as what you can or can't transport.